Well, Manchester United just lost again for the 14th time this season to Arsenal 1-0 today. Disappointing, but I would say most fans expected to go in today and lose. As bad as that sounds to say, as a huge Manchester United fan, expecting to lose should not be a thing. But I am pretty happy with how the boys played. They actually had some fight, they actually were trying, and it kind of shows because we didn't get destroyed 5-0 like everyone was predicting. A 1-0 game, some may even argue that we should have drawn the game. That is much, much better than what I was anticipating. I will say though, the goal that Arsenal got was very, very soft. The defense should have prevented that from happening. Nobody went in for the tackle, and then there was 3 people surrounding Trossard in the box, and nobody got the ball before him. We still didn't play a great game. We were very lazy, giving the ball away a lot. We could not have a good offense today. We had a decent amount of possession, but once we actually get to the opponent's box, we just couldn't make anything happen. Garnacho was trying, I'll give him that. He had a couple of close attempts, but other than that, we could not attack Arsenal. I also want to shout out Ahmed. I thought he played very, very well, and I think he should definitely start the next game on the right wing. If he's not injured, he was limping off a little bit, but hopefully he's okay, and hopefully he can start the next one. Now we gotta talk about Casemiro. This dude looks finished. He looks like he doesn't even want to be there. He looks like he would rather be doing literally anything else than playing for Man United right now. Whenever the camera goes on his face, he literally looks like, I can't wait to go home. I don't even know why I'm starting this game. I don't even want to play. I just want to go to Saudi, hang out with Ronaldo. That's how he looks. His body language is terrible, and it shows in his performance too, because he's just giving the ball away. He's not making good tackles. He literally couldn't care less. And what's even worse is we don't even have anyone that can play in center back for him. So Ten Hag is forced to pick him even though he knows he's not going to play particularly well. And I'm kind of getting the vibe that, he doesn't want to commit to those 50-50 tackles or run around a lot, because if he gets injured, he knows next season is in jeopardy when he inevitably goes to another club. It looks like he's just kind of prancing around the field, just playing because he has to, but he doesn't want to injure himself so that he can get that move in the summer, and it's very disappointing to see because I thought he was one of our best players last season, and then to see him just downgrade himself this much this year is just jaw-dropping. I want to shout out Onana as well. He made 2 really, really good saves that could have easily been goals, and we could have lost this game 3-0. But he made those saves, and they were very, very good saves, so props to him. He has really improved with his actual goalkeeping. I know we bought him because of his footwork, but when he first came to United, his goalkeeping was in question. It wasn't very good. But I would say he has improved as the season has went on, and maybe next season, if he's still here, he can be a very, very good asset for Man United. Now here's the stats for the game. It was pretty much 50-50. Arsenal had more shots on target than us, but other than that, we actually had more possession, which was a pretty interesting stat to see because I thought we were going to get dominated. Basically, what these stats tell me is we had a lot of possession, but we just could not attack and get goals, and that's been the story of the season. That's why our goal difference is -4, which looks absolutely terrible compared to the other teams. Every team above us has a positive goal difference, and the fact that we're at -4 is wild. This is Manchester United, not Sheffield. We should not have a negative goal difference with just a couple of games left to go this season. And I think we're going to break another record. Has Man United ever finished a season with a negative goal difference? I'm 99% sure no, but we might break another record. We already broke the record for most losses in a season, so you might as well add another one. Champions League is gone, Europa League's probably gone, we might get Conference League, but even that's not a given. This season has ended terribly, and I understand a big chunk of that bad luck, I guess, comes from the injuries. But I don't think the injury excuse is going to save Erik ten Hag. I think he's getting sacked no matter what. There's just too much turmoil right now for them to commit to a rebuild when we're at this point. If we had maybe, 9 or 10 losses, things weren't going particularly well, okay, yeah, stick with ten Hag. But the fact that we're breaking all the wrong records, there's reports of some of the players turning against him and expecting him to get sacked, and then a lot of fans don't want him here. It's creating a pretty toxic environment, and I don't see Ineos sticking with him next year. But yeah, guys, that is my reaction to the match today against Arsenal. An expected result, but I think we played a lot better than the majority of people were expecting. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought about the match, and do you think Erik ten Hag will be here next year? And who do you think is going to win the Premier League? It's basically between Arsenal and Man City, and it's probably going to come right down to the wire on the 38th game of the season. Let me know your thoughts down below.